This is Thomas Pepin, NHL Talk. I'm Thomas Pepin, and let's play some NHL. Hello, Iron Flurry. You're right here, right on time. I don't know. I haven't seen you in here before, so don't know if you've tuned in before, but thanks for tuning in. All right, so anyways, continuing the franchise mode series where I've taken over the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're on season 16, episode 1. Not all that exciting of a stream. Well, I don't know if the simming is more exciting than... Oh, cereal. Okay, so Iron Flurry. Now I got to get used to your new name. But anyways, yeah, so it's not going to be crazy exciting of a stream. Well, I don't know if franchise mode is all that exciting anyways, but I guess if you're into the weeds of things, you can see how I set things up for a season, and we'll hopefully sim through part of the start of the season. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know if it's really any different than simming through the regular season. But anyways, yeah, so got to get things set up. I did a rough draft of the line combinations, so that's partially done. But we have to do all the rest of the stuff. So, anywho, I guess let's just get to it. All right. So, marketing budget to start, as always, 1% general, 99% season ticket. So that typically results in near 100% of season ticket sales and maximizes our revenue. My New Year's was fine. Nothing exciting. Was meant to stream franchise mode, but didn't. So, believe it or not, I think I said this last streams. I did work on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So I just happen to have more free time on those days than normal days. So I actually did a bunch of work. So nothing too exciting. How was yours? Anything exciting for you? So marketing budget done. Operations budget. We minimize everything. Except for advertising, which we maximize. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's those, what is it, Budweiser horns. Those things are pretty cool. I think they're tied to, like, if your team scores or something like that. I can't remember for sure. But anyways, that's cool. Scout salaries, scout travel. I think that's good. Okay, promotions, but before that, we need to see the weak teams. So yeah, if you haven't seen before, I always put the promotions on the nights with the weakest teams because you would think in theory that would help you sell tickets. That would be hard to sell. So I don't know if it makes any difference, but that's what I do. Okay, let's see who's weak. So Dallas is slightly better than expected. but they're still not that good. We'll put Dallas as one of the teams. I don't think any of the other guys were as bad as them. Edmonton's not very good. Florida's good on the high end, but bad on the low end. Montreal not looking good. I still don't get how any of these teams beat us in the end. Because, like, just look at everything. You're no good at all. Seattle. So Washington's not very good. Alright, so let's double check Seattle. Montreal. Okay, so that looks like a good list. Now, on that note, it was the Blues. So ideally, we would want one of those other ones. I think Washington was the worst one. Maybe let's just hold on to that pick and we'll hope that St. Louis does bad and one of those other teams does good, and then we'll trade for them and then hope they do bad after. But anyways, that's not the main task right now. We just needed the bad teams for promotions. Oh, yeah, I didn't like their goal song. I mean, last time I heard it in person, I don't know if they changed it since then. That was like, what, 3 years ago? I was at a game. I haven't heard it for that long, so I really disliked it. Um, Or, yeah, I guess we'll do them. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 419 left. Do we not have anybody else to do it for? Dallas is too close. Maybe Dallas. I guess so. $4.19. Oh, so we can do a couple still. Close enough, I think. Okay. So I can delete that. Um, it's all good for now. All right, preseason pricing. So we minimize for this. Oh, I went too low. 198. 340, 492. $69.92. And then we always auto assign for merchandise and concessions. It doesn't seem like you can adjust to make any difference or like get better performance than that. Okay, let's just save there so far. Nobody needs to be extended, except we were going to see about that Corbin guy. I don't know why it won't let me. It's weird. Actually, let's see if we can extend any of these guys. Or at least they're the guys that we want to extend. Do we want to extend this guy? I think so. So, just the one guy. Did we... He did play with us last season. I forget what his overall was. I think it was like 60 something. Jumped up pretty good, pretty quick. Nice, good for you. Iron Flurry, of course. Alright, so that's that. Line. So I think... So if Sawatsky went to the second, we'd get +5 for both. But his performance wasn't that great. I mean, obviously not bad, but nah, I can't move Taves down to the third. Okay. So I think that looks good. And then D is fine. So Martins, Misa, Renz. Brendan Morris, Ralph Hall, Taves. Ortiz. Sawatsky. Oh, yeah. Because I got to remember how these lines condense down. So Ortiz is going to come off, but David stays on. And then Sawatsky stays on. I guess Cordnell. It's funny, I just noticed as I was looking. First round, first overall. First round, first overall. Oh, he was only third overall. Wow. Second overall. Second overall. You can have it if you package assets to get them. What was he? 5th, 1st, 5th, 8th, 2nd. Alright, so Brendamore. Taves, Thrillful. Sagan. Misa. Martins. Friends. And Swatsky. And I think this was Henriksen. Was it Henriksen? Mäkinen? Kivaharu and Sarno? Then Moses. Courtnall, I think. I think Courtnall's better. 7, 6, 8. Yeah. And who was it here? I think it was Threlfall. Brendamore. David and no. Really? Can you do face-offs? Good enough. Okay. Brandamore, thrill follow. Martins and Taves, is that right? Martins, Taves. Yes. No, wait, who? Taves. Who goes here? Now, technically, Ortiz is not one of the top players and should theoretically not be here. But because he's ours, he's a rookie, I'd rather give him ice time. So we'll put him on. Because technically it should be Courtnall would be a better choice, but we're not going to do that. Not this. Brendan Moore. I think that's right. Because I don't think Misa had many goals. No. Thrillful's not there. So you should go over him, I think. Whoops, almost missed them. Okay, and we'll start with that rotation. I think that's it. Let's go save that. Okay. So draft picks we won't do yet. Scouts. Oh, before we do that, DEL Liga, DEL Russia, SHL. Wow, a lot of Europeans. So DEL Liga, Russia, Extraliga, SHL. Okay, so priority is DEL. I don't think we have... Oh, maybe we do have somebody that's good at DEL. I think it was somebody that was like Russia and DEL. So we have to choose one or the other, but then I thought we had a second Russian guy. Something like that. Oh, maybe we don't have anybody good for DEL. So I think the highest I saw was C. Yeah. What was the second one? DEL Liga, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I thought we had somebody else. Is this guy good at anything else? Not really. Russia. Okay, and then we needed Extraliga. Okay. East. So East, OHL, and West. So I think there's only that one guy that's good at West. And since he's OHL, it's pretty easy to replace. Do we still have... Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. These guys are like really specialized. They only have one, more or less, for each of them, one good NHL region. And it's not a bad thing, because then we don't have to think more about where we're going to send them. Cool. Then we need... should we send that second guy to the DEL? Yes. So Extra Liga had barely anybody, so we don't need anybody else. SHL, same thing. Liga, probably fine. Russia, probably fine. We need at least one in OHL. W Central. Was there anybody worth scouting? Not really. We might as well. So we did W. Is there anybody for the Q? Only like 3 players. Q, and that's all you're good at. You too, actually. Central. Is that other SHL guy good at anything? Hmm. Oh, whoops, I forgot to save it. Doesn't let you, okay. Okay, so I think that's better. Um, I think I've scouted everything. NLA at 21st overall. I think that guy was still available too. Cool. Oh, I thought he was available. Wasn't he? Yes, okay. And then right now we just don't have any double ups on some of them. So Russia we have 2, Liga 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2 on DEL. So then we got these two guys that can go anywhere, but I don't think they're good for anything that we need. Let's just send you to ICE. Because I think they actually get better at the region they scout. So if I give them some experience, then maybe that'll help. And then this one. Actually, OHL works fine, so I'll do that today. Cool. So everybody's assigned. And actually it did work out. Not optimally, but good enough. So, well, or, I mean, pretty close to optimally, so. Okay. Where were we here? Line scouts. We already did free agents. Trading block. What does it say that we want? AHL goalie? Oh, it says we want a starting goalie. Oh, we're fine. Top 6D. And a depth defenseman. So maybe that's some stuff I should pay more attention to. So if it tells me that we need something, then maybe we actually do need something. Those are our weaknesses. Anywho. I think everybody who's supposed to go to junior is in junior. Renz, no. Taves, no. Moss, no. Ortiz, no. Captains. Now, I can't remember who our captains were. Brendan Moore's our captain. It's Ralph Hall Martins. That works for me. No reason really to change it. We could, depending on how contract negotiations go with everybody else. So like Threlfall extended at a good contract. Brendan Moore we haven't extended yet, so we don't know if he's actually a team player, so to speak. So we'll see. But his original contract was fair, so you would hope that he would be fair. Then Martins took a very cap-friendly contract after having done previously good contracts. So we know at least Martins and Threlfall are guys we like and deserve to have captaincy. And then if Brendan Moore we have to get rid of, then Threlfall I think we'll put as captain. But we'll see. On that note, actually, what's everybody's poise? Because that's typically, I think, what you should base your captaincy off of. So he's still got a long way. He's still young. Pretty good for only being 23. I mean, Cornell could be, but we're not keeping him. Sawatsky, actually. It's quite reasonable, but he's been up and down in his performance. Actually, yeah, what's going on with defense? Sagan could be a captain. Okay, so I think we're all done. And we can get to this season. We'll save a duplicate. I feel like I'm forgetting something. No, I think we're good. Okay, so I guess let's get to the, well, preseason first and then regular season. Cool. Oh, that just reminded me. I haven't looked at our um the goals that were set out for us. Those are here. He wants us to win the Stanley Cup. Yeah. Okay. Beat the Canadiens in our first regular season meeting. I mean, that's up in the air. 28 home wins. That shouldn't be a problem. And owner happiness is at neutral right now, which is low for me. But that should change pretty quickly because we're probably going to win and win a lot. Uh, 10-0 win. Wow. 17 points in 5 games for Brendamore in the preseason. I mean, we just play our full roster from the start, but like still, that's pretty ridiculous. All right, so those are 2 games apiece for the goalies. So now we decide on our starter. We'll do maintenance for the club seats after this game. We've actually optimized our pricing pretty efficiently, so that's good news. 207, 349. Then this one's not for sure yet, though. Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try that out. Okay, so who has led the way? Jeez, that's not very good. Goals against average isn't... Oh, this is regular season. It's not very good. That's quite good. Hey, he might be back on track to when he was doing well before. 941 is going to be difficult to beat. 150. What? I say that, and then he's beaten. 9651 as a goals against average. So looks like it's Subban and Vegetti, but those guys weren't good for us last season. So we'll see what happens. Again, though, I don't know if it was necessarily gold. Well, their save percentages weren't good, so it has to be at least in part goaltending. But even save percentages aren't perfectly accurate, because if your team's giving up horrible shots all the time, then you can't... Like, it's difficult to have a good save percentage, but I don't know if that would have been the case. Anyways, I do want to see, just because of Brendamore's preseason stats, I want to see what everybody else had before I get to the regular season. $22 in 7 games in the preseason. That's nuts. I know it doesn't matter because it's the preseason. 7-0-0 in the preseason's good, but anyways, I gotta do this. I want to check about... Wow, we still haven't maxed out for executive suites. Okay. Oh, but we have to switch to regular season prices. I'll come back to that. All right, let's see how everybody produced in the preseason. So the reason why I'm looking, I usually wouldn't, is because I want to see what the line combinations, like what they're producing from the people that are put together. So Brendamore, Threlfall, and Taves clearly are a good line. Like, they're top three. And they're all over 2 points per game, which is nuts. Even though it's the preseason, that's pretty nuts. Renz as a rookie, franchise player, over a point per game in the preseason is quite good. Misa's with him in. Okay, so yeah, our top two lines are producing exactly as they're supposed to. So a point per game or better. So if we can hopefully have this continue into the regular season, then we should have a stellar team. Now, this is where it gets a bit concerning. So Sawatsky's a -3, but nearly a point per game. So you take from that what you will. Kiviharu's kind of been decent across the board for us. So it's overperforming, but still. Moses on the fourth line, 7 points in 7 games, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, like look at his ice time. 8 minutes less and nearly the same points as Martin's. 3 minutes less and better than Sawatsky. So, anyways, quite good. What's his two-way forward? Courtnall's been good, kind of as expected. Oh, Sagan's done exactly as expected too. Ortiz, nearly a point per game. So everything's looking good. David's not a minus, which is a good start. Okay, so everything looks positive going into the regular season. Fan happiness 100. It's pretty high. I wonder if we know from our scouting so far if there's a franchise guy. Okay, so first is regular season pricing. So we want 185. $313. So again, I have a Word document that I record all this stuff, and it helps me optimize my revenue. Oh, actually, I should go take a look at how I'm doing career-wise for my revenue. I'm probably still second place, and I'm kind of surprised that I'm not in first. Well, assuming I'm not in first. Because, like, look, based on auto assign, this is how much revenue I'm missing. I mean, maybe I'll miss out on revenue from not selling out things, but I should be able to get to it pretty close so that it would be better than if I auto assigned. But anyways, so 185, 313, 436, 593. And so again, these are the most we've ever charged for each type of ticket, which wouldn't be perfectly accurate because the maintenance levels vary, and this is when they would be at 100, and right now they're like at like 70 or whatever they would be. So I'll need to adjust from here, but at least they're good starting points. And then there's the inflation from one season to the next. So this kind of would consider, or at least kind of accommodate that a little, and then you can adjust from there. Parking remains the same from the preseason. I think. We'll just put it down in dollar actually. Um, we'll auto assign these again. I don't know if it ever changes from preseason to regular season, but still. That's good. No injuries. Correct goalie. Save, and then we'll go check how my career revenue is doing. I don't think I've checked for a couple seasons. Not that it's all that important, really. Okay, so we want all-time. So yeah, we're still in second place, but I didn't think it was Montreal that was in first. So maybe that's changed slightly. We're not far off. So by the end of my career, maybe I'll get to first. What else are we looking at? Game tickets. So maybe I could do better with my pricing. But again, remember, every single season we've got, I think, 2 games where we get 0 sales for no reason whatsoever. So that factors in there, that's for sure. Concessions, we're at first. We just auto-assign merchandise. Second, we auto-assign that. Parking, I do that manually, and clearly I make a difference. And season tickets, I keep getting 98%. So I don't know how I could really do better. Maybe I would sell more even with higher pricing, or sell the same amount with higher pricing, but keep it simple. I won't worry about that. Do we have the oldest? We don't. Imagine if we moved this franchise to a different city. That'd be hilarious. There's no chance in real life that would ever. Well, I mean, you never know, because like Detroit had a massive drop off with automotive, but I don't think Toronto relies on any one thing like Detroit did. So seems extremely unlikely. It would only be if like Canada or Ontario and Toronto specifically collapsed or something. I don't know. So you never know. Okay, so I think everything's sorted. Oh yeah, I was gonna check if we know about franchise players or not. No. Rabbit, nice name. So it's extremely unlikely unless the second pick turns out being a franchise player, but that seems really unlikely. So odds are we're getting rid of our picks for next season, because as always, we never draft anything but franchise players. I just noticed that Washington won its first game. but I don't think their trade value would have went down from that. No. Okay. Yeah, so I think we're good to start the season now. Let's see how she goes. Of course, regular season never really matters. All that matters is the playoffs. I mean, we have to make the playoffs, but there's no chance that we're not making the playoffs. That would be ridiculous. And there's no way. I mean, we've had a couple scares, but yeah, no way. Yo, Arjan Brach. Thanks for tuning in. It was weird that we lost that first game. Oh, okay. Well, that was a quick visit. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you again soon. You have a good night as well. Yeah, it's weird that we lost the first game 2-0. But I guess that's actually not a bad thing because we lost in a close game. It's better than getting blown out. In the other games, we've done well. So that was a home game. Okay, so which team? So Washington, I think, should be worse, so then we'll swap our goalies for game one. Slutsky. It's not too long, I don't think. No, that's short. Oh, and our rookie got injured, but it didn't tell us that. Well, that's a lot all at once. Did we lose defense too? That'd be pretty funny. Okay, so then what do we do? So he's got 1 point, no points. Fourth line's all minuses? Moses is playing well. Okay. How do we do this? How is Ortiz doing? 3 assists. So, ooh, can you play on the first? Cannot. Can you play on the first? You can, I'm pretty sure. 4 points minus 2, 3 points even. It doesn't fit at all. What do I do? What do I do? I don't want to put Cordinal up there. Huh. And I don't want to change this line because it's 9 points, 10 points. 4 points. Yeah, we can mix it up because we've got the core combos staying together. Or for the most part, at least. Okay, Moses comes up. Oh, yeah, but I was going to play Corbin anyways. And it's funny that Perfetti goes from a scratch straight to the third line. Skips the fourth line. So he's a left shot. Can Perfetti do face-offs? Yes. So we'll do that. And then Corbin can play here. Man, we gotta change like all the lines. That's ridiculous. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so I think Ortiz was already with Threlfall and Brindamore on the power play, so I think that's not as difficult. Why is David there? I didn't put David there. Sagan. Ortiz. Taves goes on 2. Courtnall. Have any of our D done well? David's done okay. Okay, so then, I mean, Moss could go. How good is he? Yeah, and you know what? He doesn't play enough otherwise, so we will. So Moss, Taves, how's Martin's doing? 4. Let's do that. Then who goes here? Cardinal. This one's tough. Who else do we have? So Cardinal's already there. Ortiz is there. Who came up? So it'd be Perfetti. Is he good enough to play there? Actually, yeah. That's especially funny that he comes in and he already gets a spot on the power play. I think Sagan's better on the off wing. Brendamore, Threlfall. Looks good. Man, this line got decimated. It's funny though how deep we are, how we can just like the line's just as strong. Okay, so it was Rookie and Sawatsky, so that's going to have no impact on anything except here. Martins. Or do we go with Taves? Let's go with Taves. Then Martins, and who's the second guy? Ortiz? Courtnall. Another thing I was thinking about is I think Courtnall was with us when we won some Stanley Cups. Actually, I can check that from his playoff stats. So I think so. Because 24 games, I'm pretty certain we won cups those years. So maybe a bit of playoff experience is going to help. And wasn't he good? 15 and 24 so 22 and 24 pretty good. 19 and 23 is pretty good. So here, Courtnall and who? Perfetti, I guess. Brandemore and Taves. Okay, so we need to switch goalies. I was just about to go check how long the injury is for the rookie guy, but I don't think it's going to tell us this close to the injuries. Back-to-back losses. What the hell? I think maybe it'll say now, though. Oh, they're both short-term. Strain hamstring. Okay, so that Capitals pick we could maybe go for. Stars. What was the other one? Blues. Wow, it's way at the bottom. Oh, before I do that, we do have all the information. Okay. So no franchise guys means we can trade. Who's this? Oh, he's a guy we thought about getting before. Man, he's playing well this season so far. Do they have a goalie? Oops. Why would we have to call him up to that NHL? That makes no sense. Anyways, we'll take that trade. And then let's go save that. Then we want to trade our Dallas pick. The value's no good right now. What were the teams that we had? Montreal. Edmonton. Wasn't there another team? I don't know. That trade value's too different. We'll wait on trading that Dallas pick. Okay. And what was I doing? Yeah, we saw injuries, and then it's goalies. Oh, come on. So who are we going to call up? Oh, but we probably won't need to. Because Sawatsky's going to be healthy. So it's just a fill in for a brief moment. So it can be anybody. See what I mean? So everybody's pretty much back, except for that defenseman that just got injured, but we can... Corbin can go back to D, so everything's fine. Okay, so first we'll move that guy back. How did Perfetti do? 2 goals, but -3. I wonder if his points were on the power play. 1 was. Okay, so then Perfetti goes off. And then sure. Cool. Okay, so how have the lines done since? So he's a point per game, over a point per game, and doing very well on the first line. Huh. So I guess we'll keep him there. How's Ortiz? Not good. Oh, but Renz can't go on the second line, I don't think. Oh, maybe. Can. Okay, well, we'll try that. See how it goes. Ortiz can go back there. Courtnall's doing so. What's with the minuses? Sawatsky can go there. At least they've cleaned up their act a little bit. So we'll adjust it to that, and then defense. Where are you going to play? Who deserves to go on the first? 3 points. 3 points. Man, the second guy is good. 1 point. No points. Endurance. Okay, so we know that Sarno and David did not work. Corbin is a left shot, lefty. So somebody has to play on their off wing. Kiwiharu can play there. Let's go Sagan off wing. Can David play with Sagan? Let's try it. Corbin on the second. We're going to have to do that. Okay. Fine. Power play. So Threlfall, Brendamore, and Renz. Sagan and Ortiz. Then Misa, Taves, Martins, Courtnall, Sawatsky. Oh, but then we want Renz. No, because Ortiz. Okay, never mind. So that's right. Is Taves still outscoring Martins? Barely. Man, Taves is doing good on that line. Not gonna mess with a good thing. Oh, whoops, I gotta do the rest. So Threlfall, Ortiz, that's right. Oh. Swatsky. Okay, so what are the pairings now? So it's Kiviharu and Sarno stays the same. Sagan, David, and then him and Corbin. Sarno, Sagan, David. So maybe it's good we didn't get rid of David because he's playing okay right now. Sagan, David, Corbin. Oh, are the rest of those lines correct? Threlfall, Brendamore, Taves, Misa, yeah. Martins, Ortiz, no, Martins, Renz. He only had 2 points in 5 games. Brendamore, Threlfall, and Renz. Taves, Misa, Martins, Courtnall, Ortiz, Sagan, Brendamore, and see, Mesa's a better producer, but he doesn't score. So if you're the extra attacker, do you want to score or do you want to get his setup plays? That's a good question. Personally, I'd rather somebody that scores. I think. You can't score unless you're set up by somebody. That's a tough call. Let's go by scoring, so we'll do Martins instead. Plus, he's one of our captains. Okay, Threlfall. He's not even scoring. This is a complete reversal. 2 and 11. Brendamore scoring? I guess. That's weird. Threlfall, Taves, Martins. Do we put Sawatsky? Guess. Okay, so that's all done. Perfect timing to end the stream. How many games in are we? 7. So a bit not as far as I would like to have gotten in terms of progress, but that's okay. So a bad start to the season, but I mean 7 games in, I don't really... I won't look into it too much. Anything else to note? Not really. So we just want this Stars pick to drop. And I mean, actually, the gap from 7th all the way to 1st is 5 points. So it could easily go back to the bottom. So I don't think I have to worry too much about unloading that pick. Of course, we'll see in the end, but hopefully it'll be okay. I don't think anything else I need to do. So we're still too early to trade the underperformers. Oh, I might as well, let's just see how our, because we got a rookie down in the AHL. Actually, a couple rookies to keep an eye on. Oh, he's not doing that good. So that's one of them. The other was a defenseman who is also not doing that good. But again, still early, so won't look into it too much. Okay, cool. So we'll end the stream there. If you like the stream, hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, turn on notifications. The channel homepage has upcoming streams on regular NHL content. Friday is going to be a recap of the past 3 weeks. You can see the time, like I said, on the channel homepage. For things I can't schedule ahead of time, like franchise mode, that schedules in the About section of the channel. It runs Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Be a pros whenever I have time or feel like it. Any comments, leave them in the comments. Suggestions likewise, and we will see you guys. Well, Friday at the latest. I don't know if I'm really going to have time for anything else between now and then, which would be a pro if I would. But yeah, I think I have too much to do. On that note, the usual plan would be to have a stream Friday morning, well, early afternoon as well. But I haven't been doing it because I've just been too busy. So maybe, I don't know when that's going to happen. Actually, it's probably going to be, when are we? So we're January 2nd. Yeah, it's probably going to be a month until I'll be able to do Friday earlier stream. So yeah, so eventually get to that, but I mean, I'm already doing, I guess, enough content. Well, I have the Friday streams plus 3 franchise streams, so yeah, I don't know too many streamers that do that much content as it is. So, oh, plus all my shorts, but those are informational. It's not really much content or entertainment kind of content. So anyways, so maybe I'll be able to fit in, since I'm not doing the Friday early stream, maybe I'll fit in more Be a Pros as I can here and there. Because I think that's going to be more doable than having a scheduled time on the Friday early one. So, but we'll figure that out. Because I also don't want to start doing that because I'm going to probably do a series on franchise mode. And I don't want to start it and then pause it and then start it and then pause it. But I think it's going to be early to mid-February when I'm going to have time to be able to do that series. And then, yeah, hopefully I can get it done before the end of the month, because then I'm going to have another pause. But we'll figure that out. Anyways, so that's it. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Arjan, who I believe is a new viewer, unless he's been viewing and hasn't commented, but thanks for tuning in. Then likewise for Iron Flurry, who used to be Serial. And we'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.